Welcome back, first grade. Today, for your math lesson, you will need a pair of scissors. You will need your lesson worksheet, looks like this. And then later on, we will also need our guided class practice. And then, of course, you'll also need a pencil. So go ahead and make sure that you have those things handy. We will get to them in just a minute or two. Now, first grade, today, what I want you to take a look at is a couple of shapes that I have sitting in front of me. You can see that I have a couple of shapes. I'll even try to back this up for you a little bit. Maybe you can see it a little bit better. All right, so you can see that I have a circle, I have a heart, and I also have a triangle. Okay, so I have a heart, a triangle, and a circle. Now, today what we want to do is we want to be able to divide shapes in half. We want to divide shapes in half. So what we're going to do is we're going to practice what that looks like today, dividing them in half. Now, if I take a look at my circle here, my circle here can be divided in half. I can fold it in half, and if I fold it in half, it's going to be the same. What's on one side is going to be what's on the other side. Okay? It's shaded in half. So when I open it up, I have two equal pieces. Okay? I have one side here, and I have one side here. I could go ahead with my marker and I could draw a line, and then I could go ahead and I could shade one of the pieces in. And when I shade one of the pieces in, what I'm saying is that 1/2 is filled in. 1/2. One out of the two pieces. Now, is this side equal to this side? Yes, it is. Just one of the pieces is colored in. This is divided in half, and I shaded 1/2 of it. What about triangle? Can I do the same thing with the triangle? Yes, I can. I'm going to divide it in half, and I can tell that because I folded it. When I folded it in half, it told me exactly where to draw my line, right? Okay, so now I have it divided in half. Now, if I color in only this much over here, did I shade in half of it? No, I didn't. This would not be even to this side. So we could not say that this is half of the rest of it. But if I would shade in all of this, now, would I have half of it filled in? Yes, I would. Obviously, you would assume that I would color it in all the way, right? But if this is all filled in, would it be half? Yes. Okay. I can say that because this line that I made passes through the center. Okay. When we divide something in half, it has to go through the center. You'll notice that this point that I have at the top here helps me to know my center. All right. And what about the heart? Can I divide a heart in half? Yes, I can. But can I divide my heart in half this way? No, because I would not have the same amount on one side as the other. So I can only divide my heart in half right through the center. Right through the center. And when I open it up, you can see really clearly where that line is, can't you? So, excuse me, if I would shade in this whole thing over here, all the way to the line, all the way over here, I would now be able to say that I have shaded 1/2 of my heart. Now, what you're going to do is have a chance to do that for yourself. This is where your sheet and your scissors comes in. You need this sheet sitting out and you need your scissors. Don't worry about your name because you're going to be cutting these out. All right? Now, your first step is going to be to cut all 4 of these shapes out. You're going to carefully cut them out. Now, what I like to do, so that it's easier for me, is I like to go ahead and make a space for each one so that I can keep them all separate. Then I'm going to carefully cut on the line. I want you to see this. My scissors is going very still and very slow because it is really important that I have a chance to go ahead and be able to do the rest of this activity. And if I butcher my shapes, I'm going to miss out on that chance. So you want to make sure that you cut them out very, very carefully. While I'm doing this, you also are welcome to get going on this. You need to cut out all 4 shapes. You'll notice I'm taking my time. I want to cut it right on the black line so that I can really see what half of my shape is going to look like. If I cut out part of my shape, or if I cut part of my heart, then I'm going to have a really hard time being able to see my halves. And I really want to be able to see my halves. So go ahead and cut these out. I'll finish cutting mine out and you cut yours out. Even the circle, go as slow and steady as you can. You want your circle to turn out really, really nicely when we're all done. And it'll turn out really, really nicely if you take your time. If you rush or you go really, really fast with your scissors, it will be a lot harder for your circle to stay nice and round. Remember that the circle is not a polygon because none of their sides are straight. I'm going to go ahead and finish cutting out my rectangle, and then we'll be ready to go. Now, if you obviously need more time to cut, you are welcome to pause the video so that you can get all 4 of your shapes cut out. Make sure to keep track of them. You want all 4 to look nice. Now, what we're going to do after you've cut out all 4 of your shapes is you're going to carefully fold the shape in half. Now, with the rectangle, I have 2 choices, don't I? I can fold it the long way, and notice that I went from edge to edge, from corner to corner, and then I folded it down. I can do it that way, or the other way I could have done it with my rectangle is I could have gone what I like to call hot dog style. Okay, either way, but only do it one way. Take your circle and do the same thing, please. I like to go corner to corner with my fold. Same thing with your heart. And then lastly with your triangle, you want to make sure you go corner to corner because that will lead to your point in the middle. Okay? Now that you have all 4 of those done, what your job is to go ahead and take your pencil and you need to draw a line along the fold. Right along where you folded it in half, that's where you're going to draw your line. Okay, and now that you have that done, you're going to go ahead with a crayon or a colored pencil, and you are going to shade in, color in 1/2 of each shape. 1/2. So you're going to go ahead and color in 1/2 of each of your shapes. Take a crayon or a colored pencil and do that. It does not matter which color you choose. Just make sure that you get it colored in. And don't just choose just the circle. Make sure that you do all of your shapes. Okay? So do one. I know it's hard for me to color right on the edge after I cut something out. Just do your best. If you're nervous about getting it on there, get it going off the paper because you're working close to the edge, and make sure that you put a piece of paper or something underneath it. I think I can take my heart right now and go and put that underneath so that if I do go off the edge a little bit, then I'm not getting it on my table or on my other work that I don't want to be getting all dirty with crayon or colored pencil. So go ahead and get those filled in. Do the same thing for your heart and the same thing for your triangle. Remember that 1/2 means 1 out of 2 pieces. And when you're shading 1/2 of something, just assume that there's 2 pieces, so you can still divide it evenly into 2 even pieces. Okay, now that we have that done, you are going to just go ahead for now and why don't you put these in your math folder for today so that you can use this as a review tool for you. You can keep them folded or keep them open. And you can put those in your math folder. First, we go ahead and grab your guided class practice out. You will need your name and the date. Today's date is October 7th, 2020. October 7th, 2020. There are 12 girls in Mrs. Miller's class. There are 10 boys in Mrs. Miller's class. How many children are in Mrs. Miller's class? Well, we said there's 12 girls and there's 10 boys. How many children are in her class? Is that some more, or is that a some went away problem? You are correct if you circled some more. It is some more. We have 12 girls, we have 10 boys. You could do 12 children plus 10 children equals a total of, it is 22 children, if you're looking for what that looks like. Now, number 2, we have to write a number sentence. We have to draw a picture. Melanie bought 5 lunch tickets. Melanie bought 5 lunch tickets. I bet you that's going to be important. She used 2. How many tickets does she have now? Draw a picture and write a number sentence for the story. Write your answer with a label. So let's read it again. Melanie bought 5 lunch tickets. She used 2. So I need to go ahead and I need to draw 5 because what do I know? I know that this is a sum went away. If she used 2, they're not there anymore. So we have to draw 5 tickets. She used 2, so we have to start at the right and we have to cross off 2 tickets. We need to know how many she has now. How many tickets. It told us right there what our label is going to be. We started with 5 tickets. We got rid of 2 tickets. And what are we left with? 1, 2, 3. 3 what? 3 tickets. 5 tickets minus 2 tickets equals 3 tickets. Mrs. Friedrichs, I don't know how to spell tickets. Well, you'll notice that in the beginning it says 5 lunch tickets. So the word tickets is there. How many tickets? It's right there too. So I always can know how to spell it. Now I need my answer. How many tickets are left? 3. Can I just leave it saying 3? No. It needs to say 3 tickets. 3 tickets. If you need to pause to finish writing this out, you are welcome to pause and then go ahead and hit play again. Number 3 says, number the clock face. Remember I start at 12 and 6, 3, and 9. And now I need to finish filling it in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Notice how my clock's not moving. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It is 5 o'clock now. Show the time 1 hour from now. Ooh, that means that I'm going to go forward an hour. I heard from now. So what is after 5? What's an hour after 5 o'clock? 6 o'clock. Ooh, my hour, my minutes. Okay, 6 o'clock. And on my clock face, remember that my minute hand is going to go through the 12 because that's o'clock. And then my hour hand is going to go down toward the 6. It's not going through it because I need to know the difference between my hour hand and my minute hand. Number 4, draw a line to divide each shape in half. Then we have to shade 1/2 of each shape. So I'm going to draw a line to divide each one in half. Now, I cannot go diagonal on a rectangle. Remember, you can go straight down or you can go straight over. And you want to do your best to try to get it as close to the middle as you can. And then you're going to shade 1/2 of each shape in. You can choose to use your pencil if you'd like, or if you'd like to grab out a crayon or a colored pencil, you may do that, but please do not use marker. Okay. On the back side, name, date, you'll do the exact same types of things as you did on the front side. Okay, make sure that you circle one, either some somewhere, some someone away. Make sure you draw the picture. Make sure you write the number sentence. Make sure that you use a label. Ooh, I just circled that label for you. Hopefully that helps you. Don't forget number sentence and answer. When you are done with the back side of this sheet, go ahead and put it in your folder for the day.